What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Sal. I have MYT on the screen right now. This is a Chinese tea and drink and snack company, kind of like Luckin coffee, but like really ghetto version of it. Ladies and gentlemen, penny stocks are back. I'm looking at this stock as a potential short, and I'm going to explain why in the video. But right now, look, people across the market have been bidding up these sub $1 stocks, sending them higher 200, 300% and making a killing doing so. They're using newsletters. They're using chat rooms. They're using all kind of methods to get people hype about, these publicly traded penny stocks on the major exchanges. Now, this shaded area here that I'm showing you is the after hours movement going on right now in MYT. Now, the market is closed right now, but this is what happened after the market closed. So going into the end of the day, you can see some loading happening. And then, of course, after hours, there was more bidding up of the shares of MYT. Now, unless you've been hiding under a rock, you can tell by looking at stocks like Hertz and many other tickers, sub $1 plays that were Genus and FN. I mean, there were so many tickers over the last week and a half of May, and of early June, where these stocks were bid up higher. Now, Hertz is actually a Q stock. I mean, it's basically a bankrupt stock that hasn't gotten the Q yet, but will eventually. But let's go back to MYT. I put, Hertz on the screen just to show you that, just because we're seeing here, this is the hourly chart, an overbought move, don't count out the fact that MYT could pull back, hang somewhere at the top of this Keltner channel and continue to move higher. Now, we've got a lot of things working in its benefit, which is the fact that right now the futures are showing that the market is going to be green tomorrow, a strong green, showing the market up well over 1% going into price action tomorrow morning. So if we're looking to pump stocks, as someone who used to be a promoter, I can tell you there's nothing better than promoting a stock when the overall market is going to be higher as well. That creates strong buyer sentiment. But here's why we've got to be honest about MYT, and here's why I considered it a shorting opportunity. Now, when we look at the financials of MYT, we get all of the concerns and sketchiness of what we know about Chinese companies. So let's look at the financials, and I'm going to be using Atom Finance here. We can see that there was another either investment vehicle or possibly some other assets that were a part of MYT that are not there now. When we look at the breakdown of fiscal year 13 going on to fiscal year 18, again, we got to be really happy the fact that we can pull this, because this is a lot of data for a Chinese company. You'll be surprised that you won't get even a year. But as you can see here, we're seeing a company that once had revenue of 175 million, now literally showing less than $500,000 in revenue. This literally says $401,000. So what happened here? Something obviously happened here where some assets were sold or transferred. Well, whatever happened, they're no longer here, right? So we're talking about a stock that could open up tomorrow above book value, right? Above book value, because as of fiscal year of 2018, right, we're looking at a company that, this net income is incorrect too. There's no way we could have net income of 27.5 on $400,000 in revenue. You see that again when I talk about the sketchiness of these Chinese companies, and again, this is across the board. Whether we look at Yahoo Finance, whether we look at bar chart, you're going to see just sketchy financials. Here's some inventory here, $114,000 worth of inventory fiscal year 2018, and here we are trading right now, after hours at $30 million of potential market cap right now. I mean, compared to where they're telling you total inventory is at, that's. I mean, this is basically a stock that shouldn't even be trading. It shouldn't even be on a major exchange like the Nasdaq. All right, so that makes this a really good short. That makes this a little good short. But there's a very popular saying that the market can stay basically out of whack longer than you can stay solvent. So we've got to show discipline, right? We've got to show a lot of discipline to the market and respect the price action. So we understand that, tomorrow morning when this opens up, this could very well maintain its 125, 126 price level and even go higher. Or it could be a situation where it sells off, again, hits that top band or that middle channel band and continues to bounce higher, right? Because guys are looking for alpha right now. They're looking for a place to make money. A lot of people are home. A lot of people are looking just to make a quick buck, and they've got a lot of money to risk at 0% interest rate. We've got people out there who've got money, and they're willing to put it at risk to make a significant return. So, but MYT clearly a short over a period of time, but markets are in an area of huge exuberance. So this could very well be a big run for MYT, and you got to be aware of that. You have to be aware of that and play this, smartly, because this could end up being, a disaster if you're not careful. All right, if you're not careful. All right, look at GNUS. This is another stock, again, sub $1, or basically just above $1, ended up taking off, right? Again, another company that's been losing money significantly over its lifetime. So again, these companies can get irrational, prices can get up there, and right now MYT is up next. Let's see what happened. I'm excited about the future in MYT.